Okay everybody, so this is gonna be one of the first real project videos. This is about this Bosch PST Tablesaw, for which I adapted a dust collection. It's not a really high suction device or anything, it's just a matter of trying to prevent all of the dust from the sawing to fly all around the place, and me having to finish every project with a session of brooming and cleaning the floor, which is not the most glamorous thing. So and any single either large projects or small projects, even the smallest cut will generate a lot of sawdust. So this is about the improvements I made. Basically a bit of foam that I padded underneath here to try and make it more airtight on the upper section, and then this whole structure that I made with a mix of wood and tarp and this PVC pipe dust extraction and collection system. And this is gonna be pretty much the first video. It's not gonna be very professional or impressive, but I think it's gonna be fun for me to watch it a few years from now, and for friends or other people in the YouTube community to see what's going on in this garage. This is the beginning. Hopefully I'll make more, and hopefully this will give me the courage to try even more daring projects. So more soon. Cheers. Right, so today what I'm trying to do is to improve the dust collection on my Bosch Tablesaw. Two things: I'm gonna create some padding to avoid the dust escaping. So this is what I did below here by putting some foam. It's actually a square of foam intended to be used as a base for cushion, and it cuts very nicely on the bandsaw. It just cuts like a charm. So I've stuck a bunch of little thin bands of this strips of this foam, and that should work. And then the next step is to create a shroud underneath using a combination of wood and this I think it's called a tarp or something like that, and that should go underneath here according to some plans that I've been sketching, and more soon. So halfway through now, I've cut up the pieces of tarp, tried to attach some wood frames here and there, use a lot of glue and staples with the nail gun, which is cool, and it's oversized, so I need to cut it down. So it's coming together. I had to shorten some of the wooden structural items because I wanted to stay clear of the spots where the table saw will be attached to the base. So I had to move everything back and inside. Did a bit of a nasty hack job there, but it should look good. And now I'm attaching the dust collection port, which is a piece of recycled wood in front. Gonna drill a hole through the top, and of course to drill one hole and put one screw I need 4 drills. I got a smaller drill to get the hole started, a larger one that's to avoid slipping because I'm drilling upside down into this thing, and so from underneath, and then the countersink and a nice little
brand new cordless impact screwdriver, which is very cool. So that's how I do it.
Okay, so it's coming together. Was a bit of a struggle, but it's looking cleaner than I thought. So on the side we've got the slant here. On the front it's gonna look like this, with the dust collection from the bottom of the bag that's gonna meet up with the dust collection part of the table saw itself, which is right here, which is gonna end up being right above here, and there's still gonna be a little bit of room below, and then inside the dust collection is gonna come out or suck the air like this way. I don't know if I'm gonna create some kind of venturi or not, but at least it's sort of a straight pipe. And then all of the arrangement here was strongly benefiting from the flexibility offered by the tarp as opposed to wood, because if I had to make all of these angles match and meet and be dust proof with wood, that would have been a nightmare. So I'm pretty happy. It's pretty ugly in color, but I think it's gonna be okay. So to basically be careful about not using or preventing the use of these holes, which are where the table saw is attached. So I had to get some weird angles here, and I had to move this one slightly to the right. So I'm probably gonna put some kind of thing like this here, just in case the table saw doesn't completely meet the clearance, or the I don't want dust to fall through this crack here. But apart from that, it's pretty much complete. I'm hesitating to use a few scraps of the tarp and a generous amount of hot glue to try and have a better vacuum control or leak control in those angles. But I don't know if I want to mess the whole thing up with more hot glue. I had a bit of a berserk moment with the hot glue earlier today, and turned out okay, but it wasn't pretty. So okay, so I'm gonna put the table saw back on, and won't do a test drive because it's just after midnight here and the kids are sleeping. Okay, there it is with a nice little mud flap here. And so I moved the table saw over, and then I realized that I screwed up. Basically, the table saw, if I want the exhaust, the dust port to be on the same side here, the table saw needs to go into these 4 holes. Somehow I did not check that. So I'm gonna try to see if I can move the whole superstructure, the one that's on the upper level, by a little bit of space to the left, and move everything to the next hole. If that works, then I'm home free. More soon.